What's going on, people? Welcome back to AFTV and welcome back to another AFTV React show. Our first episode was with Ty. Had a bit of fun with that one, but I've got another special guest with me, a good friend actually, Mr. Lee Judges.
How are we doing, Cecil?
I'm good, you well?
Always good to do a show with you, son.
Yes,
always
listen,
good.
we've built a great bond, me and Lee, over the course of me actually being at AFTV. We've had many away trips, really grown as a really strong friendship. So I'm going to enjoy this one. There was a load of clips of you, loads of special moments that we can react to. Actually too many. So please in the comments let me know in there ones I've missed, because we might do a part 2. I need to do a part 2 to Ty as well, because again, he has an infinite list of special moments. But we're gonna get straight into it. Reacting to our first clip. Here we go. A famous one to start.
Today's done it again, Harry Kane. Done it again. You dirty bastard, you've done it again!
Where is the card?
He's done it again.
Granite, you're...
Number one, Lee, he's done it again. One that you... Listen, you've always been a popular contributor on the show, but on this channel, sorry, but he's done it again. He's gone crazy.
Yeah, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. Listen, the watch-alongs are a game changer for me, because it showed me in a different light, showed like the aggressive side, the passionate side, but also the funny side as well.
Oh, you think you got a funny side as well, yeah?
I think I have. I think I have, like, you know. But that one there, I didn't even know I'd done that. Didn't even, you know, it weren't until it blew up later on, Instagram and everything like. And funny enough, I was on holiday in Portugal last week, sitting in a bar, minding my own business, like, you know, all quiet. About 10 youngsters walked in, like, and they recognised me, and then they started saying, "He's done it again!" Like, you know what I mean? So it's going to go with me wherever I go.
Wherever you go.
It's one that listen, it's made me a lot of money. If I'm not going to lie, like,
fair
you know
enough.
What I mean?
Fair enough. Keep it real. And was that in reference to, just so it's clear, everything for people that may not have seen it, Harry Kane doing that? He does that dirty thing,
he does that leaning back when he couldn't really hurt somebody when he does it, and like, you know. And with Harry Kane, he's sort of given this like squeaky clean image, and he like. But there is a dark side to him. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing or whatever, because I think to be a top player, you have to have that little dark side, as Dennis Bergkamp did in his day, and players like that. So he's, you know, but yeah, and it's nothing personal between me and Harry Kane. It's just that he plays for Spurs, and you know, that game there, I actually said to Robbie after that, I ain't doing the Spurs watch along no more, because you know, like, they were intense, very intense.
But you just lose yourself.
You know, very much so, more than any other game. More than any other game.
All right, let's go on to the next one. This is a good one. Here we go.
We did, yeah.
How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling all right, Turkish, like that. And I'm feeling glad all over, yes, man. I'll tell you what, I've had a beer.
Okay, now I understand.
One beer, Lee,
I've had beer and judgy nuts, you know what I mean? So, do you like one of my nuts?
Nah, I'm so... No.
Charlene's taken more, innit?
I'm good, Lee. Thank you very much.
Charlene's been at my nuts all bleeding night, you know what I mean? Abracadabra, I'm gonna reach out and grab you.
Lee, what's going on?
Lee's on one.
What's going on here, man?
I like Lee's very positive today.
No more for Lee, Dan.
Yeah. Lee, work one of your spells, mate. We need one of your blows.
Goal! Goal! Yeah, it's hard to watch. That's a hard watch. That's why I'm drinking.
And ultimately, Lee Judges in the background having a fit. I hope he's all right. Lee, you okay, yeah? Sorry, he's struggling.
So would you consider yourself a lightweight, Lee, or what? Because fucking hell. What?
I'll be honest, I'm not a drinker. I don't mind a couple of beers.
That'll surprise a lot of people, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I have a couple of beers. I do enjoy a beer, but like, you know, one or two. I'm funny, like, when it goes to, like, if I have one or two, I'll get a little bit lightheaded or whatever. Yeah. If I have 5 and 6, I'll stay the same. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I peak early.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I can tell from that clip.
But that game there, like, that was a horrendous.
Yeah, it was bad.
And sometimes I feel I have to have a little beer just to lighten them when the pressure's on, like, you know. Yeah. So hey, listen, it's still have a bit of fun.
It was good banter. I'll be honest. You said you're funny. You had a bit of funny in there.
Look at Turkish. I think he was going, "Oh, I've got the short straw here sitting next to him," but that's how it is. Like,
so it is. I enjoyed that clip. I put that one in there. I had a good laugh at that. So let me go to the next one though. One that I'll let you all into a secret. Lee requested this one, but I'll tell you what, it's absolute gold, and here it is. Let's just press play. Let this one load in.
What do you reckon? Who would you like to see come in today then? If we are rotating, who would you like to see?
I'd like to see Martinelli start.
Looks
Take your shades off for your mic.
If he starts, I'll take them off.
I fucking love that clip. To be fair, I don't like to give people the props when they're funny, but listen, I've spent a lot of time with Lee, and you're literally, like they said there, you were on it that day, but you are sharp a lot of the time, and that is a quality one. Gave Helen a bit of a fire clap back, but it was funny.
I am. Like, listen, Helen's a great girl and she's good for banter, but I'm surprised I didn't say nothing about like his trousers there. Like, look at the state of them, like, you know what I mean? Hey, what the hell?
He's got glasses on as well. What's going on? What's going on back then?
I'm not being on, he's a lot bigger than me, like, you know what I mean? So I'm surprised I ain't had a go at his trousers. What the hell are they?
Oh my days, the trousers. He's got sunglasses on. What, they're in the store?
I don't understand it. Like, you know, I don't know about you, but like, I'm not having a go at Helen.
Oh, go on.
Like, on this.
But glasses inside.
Glasses inside is a no-go, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? I actually think sunglasses at football is a bit of a tricky one. I never wear sunglasses at football. I know it's stupid, but sometimes you're going like that and all that. But
yeah.
But certainly not in the house or anything like that.
No, of course not.
Wearing them and but. Yeah, it was just off the cuff sort of thing. Like, Helen's a good laugh, and
that was funny. I'll give Lee, mate. That was sharp. That was sharp from you. This one, I think this might be a little bit sharp from me, but this is a classic. Here we go.
Who's at my fucking Kit Kat?
What?
Who's at my Kit Kat?
Who's
opened my Kit Kat and eating it?
What?
My Kit Kat, look, I bought that and someone's opened it and ate it all. Apart from one fucking stick. I know who that is.
I feel quite offended that I was the first person.
I honestly just thought it was you. You know what I mean? I feel bad.
I would never do that.
I feel bad that.
Did you eat my Kit Kat?
I just thought it was you. You know?
Did you eat my Kit Kat?
This is a great bit you say here, by the way.
Have a break. I'll fucking break you if I come up here. He nicked my fucking Kit Kat. Can you believe it? He is nicking Kit Kat. No, you don't take a man's Kit Kat.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Sackable offence.
Sackable offence. I'll tell you what. Hey, Charles, please give. I didn't know you put it. And look how he's left it.
Yeah, that's not acceptable.
He's like a squirrel.
They're taking a mick, really.
I don't leave my nuts out, innit? Like, you know what I mean? So I've got to make a real an announcement here. Breaking news. Really. Here we go. It wasn't
Here we
Cecil.
go.
It wasn't Cecil. Who is the slipperiest person here? And he's admitted it over there. Julian. And that makes it not slippery.
That is what a time that was, by the way, and that is a good look forward to. We're going obviously away for the USA tour in the next month. So, but looking forward, looking back, at that time was hilarious. And Julian, he still has no remorse about it.
No remorse about nigging it. Like, he feels that it was his divine right to go into the fridge and eat whatever he likes.
And then leave one.
I'm gonna leave one. If you're gonna eat it, eat the whole
thing. Yeah,
eat it. And take the evidence with you, but to just leave one is, I think, even worse than eating the whole thing. But,
outrageous! It was a special Kit Kat, wasn't it? Not as like a.
It was a. I
hadn't seen it in the UK.
No, I've never seen it in the UK. I thought, do you know when you go in the shop and you think, I
look forward to try that.
I look forward to that. It's something different, like, you know, when you're abroad and all that, like, and he done that. But what was great about that clip is that it's not. That is actually how it went. What happened was, I opened the door to the fridge and see, and I have to give Jason a lot of credit for this. I opened the door to the fridge and said, "Who's it, my Kit Kat?" And he went,
"Was he filming it?"
And he went, "No, he weren't." So he said, "Stop. Let me get the camera, and then just do what you got to do. And then just go naturally from there." So it was a natural reaction to the thing, like, you know. And then so I opened it again. So the only bit that was not sort of rehearsed was that first bit, where's my Kit Kat, and then from then on it was just like natural and everything like that. But what a trip that was! I've got to say, like, we was having so much fun, like the banter, like to get the house and everything like that. It was absolutely quality, and we all got on really, really well. But there was that banter. So it was just like being in a dressing room with the
football lads. Yeah, that's what it
We've
felt
been
like.
in there and we know what that's like.
Yeah.
We had that sort of banter, and you need characters like yourself, Julian, someone that you can slap about a little bit. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you do need someone like him.
He gets the banter.
He gets all the banter. But the unbelievable thing about that clip and what it goes from and everything like that. When we come back to England, I think the first game was the Emirates Cup back, and some fella come up to me and give me 2 Kit Kats and said, I know, like, and actually said to me, I know Julian nicked your Kit Kat, so I brought you 2.
It's mind blowing.
Mind blowing.
It's mind blowing. Even me, I remember I got given a Kit, and same thing, I got given a Kit Kat because of that. This clip here, and I was just like, this is unbelievable.
Incredible, like that, you know. And the many people that have said, you know, thanks for entertaining us on that trip and all that. Like, it makes it worthwhile. A special time.
Definitely, and there's more for that to come soon. I can't wait. Another trip away with these lot. I can't wait. Right, here's an unseen clip.
Oh no, no! This is
dangerous. But
it's dangerous. This is hilarious.
Yeah, I did not listen. I took a risk here. I'm putting this one in. I'll let you lot enjoy it because I'm sure you're wondering what the hell is going on here. Lee had no clue this was in here, but here we go.
I do now.
So we've just seen this is Arsenal's new kit they're launching this week.
New kit there, there's a new black kit.
Oh, there it is as well, yeah. You know. It's going to look good on the players.
That's why Tierney's always injured. Look, you know, that's the medical drink. Yeah. And I wouldn't want one of those teapots. I'll
pass on that one. But yeah, nice kit though. There's your home kit. There's the away, and there's the alternative kit.
There's a pink kit. Look. Yeah. Gabriel Jesus looks fantastic in that.
For context, people, we was away in Nuremberg in Germany, and that was probably, we're gonna get, listen, there's more to come of the clip, so I'm gonna hold off on speaking about Nuremberg too much, but that was an after hours video where we was on the streets.
If I remember rightly, we'd gone to the special the sausage place.
Like, that sounds very dodgy.
It sounds a bit dodgy when you look at that video, but you know, obviously in Germany it's specialities of sausage, and we went to a restaurant. It was absolutely fantastic. Such a laugh in there, and we had a couple of beers, and we're just walking past, and we see this, and we just said, oh, let's do a
little video, a kit reveal,
like, you know what I mean? But funny enough, it never got anywhere. We never actually showed it.
Well, now it's online for
it's on there now, like, you know what I mean? So that's the sort of things that he got me doing, like, when we was away.
Listen, Robbie does kit reveals, and I wanted to top it.
Yeah. I think it's the best kit reveal of all, like, you know what I mean?
So do I. All right, next one. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I don't know if this is going in on the order I want it to go in, so I'm just going to see if I can pop one up. So, it's not in the right order, but let me go to this one now. This is a classic. Here we go.
He was in absolute mayhem down the right-hand side, and he's brought on someone that's been back and forth. Right. You know what I mean? You are an absolute fucking, you know, star boy. Going for the title, not to top 4 Southgate. Get him off now, please. I think you've got to get on your game, hooligan. Some quality to it! For crying out loud! 80 minutes and not one bit of quality tonight! I've had enough of him not shooting. Why are you not shooting, your captain? Absolutely toothless. We haven't got hold of the ball and control. And wait to give it to Partey, could you? You couldn't wait to give it to Partey. Hey, sloppy play.
Thank you. Fucking Gazidis, get off your fucking arse and do something now, because it's not on. It's fucking not on.
We didn't see much of the teeth grinding this last season, Lee, but bloody hell. Do you realise how much?
No, do you know what? This is the weirdest thing, like, you know what I mean? I never ever realised that I was doing it, but people, like, I do this thing now for, like, Cameo, where you have to do birthday messages and things like that. I get, like, he's done it again, you horrible, and you have to say the birthday, or do a grinding teeth one, like, you know what I mean? And I think to myself, I don't even know I'm doing it, you know what I mean?
See, you don't consciously realise that you know, when you get angry, that it goes. It just...
No, listen, this is the thing about these watch-alongs and all that, like, you don't realise. You know,
you learn a lot about yourself.
You learn a lot about
yourself.
Yeah. People turn around and go, "Wow, you're watching a game with you's a nightmare." Like, you know what I mean? I go, "Why?" And they said, "Like, because you're just engrossed in it now." that's what I'm like.
Yeah.
When I'm watching games of football, I'm very, very passionate about it.
That is very true, actually. Yeah, you're right. When I've been with you at games, and you're to be fair, you're exactly the same as what you see. Yeah,
I'm like that.
That.
You know what I mean? Listen, like you know, like Martin Odegaard, they weren't shooting and that. If he'd have scored in the next minute, I would be going, "Oh, what a player," whatever, and all that. It's the emotions of being a fan. But when you actually see that, you think, "Oh God, like, am I really that angry?" And you know, like grinding my teeth and all that. And everybody in the family says it now, like, "Oh, here he is grinding." I go on, grinder. You know what I mean? And
you used to get some massages, man. Book a massage to loosen it up, man, and try and work on it.
You know, and I'll say this honestly, Cecil. I think same as when I play football. When I'm off the field, like I'm a nice guy, I have a laugh and a joke, and I'm that. But in that 90 minutes. Maybe I don't want to be around me and all that, like, you know what I mean, and also when I played, I could be a bit temperamental, like, you know, something like But once you know, like the game was finished, that's me done. Like, you know, say if me and you had a game and we'd gone at it, and then like after the game, you sort of going like, oh, you want to go? I'll go. Why? You know, it's done now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, so and when you see that and you get angry, and people say, "Man, how can you get so angry over a game of football?" But
it's part of it. It's our life. It's our livelihood. Like, I hear that as well. I'm a horrible person when I play football, so I fully understand that. But afterwards, I'll shake you around. But in the game, I'm a different character. So I get it. I get it. And sometimes you just get submersed, engrossed in the game.
You know, you don't even realise you're doing it, like, you know, and. Same at games when I'm at games and all that, like, you know, I've been like Julian, like,
I know,
and he's turned around and said, "I'm going to video you sometime just to say you what you like," you know, because you know 1 minute he's slagging someone off and then like the next minute he's the best thing since last week. But that's
you
the way.
Me say hello, mate. You know, I know that. I know. I've seen some of them videos as well.
Yeah, you know. So,
but you just don't take it in. It's just you're in a whole nother. You're engrossed. You're focusing
engrossed.
on the game.
Do you know what? As a little story, I remember when those memes first started coming out.
Yeah.
And I thought, right, I've got to stop that.
Yeah.
Right. So I actually put a bit of paper on the seat that I was on, right, going, remember you're on camera, remember you're on camera, remember on the camera, like, you know.
Seriously.
And then like someone scored against us, and like I looked at, oh Christ, I forgot, but it's just gone, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah.
You can't help it.
Can't help it.
Exactly. Let me go to this next clip, and this is, I spoke about Nuremberg earlier. This is one of my faves. And a thing that kind of changed everything, really.
Yeah, man. It's all on you now, like.
No, what, on we.
On we. Oh, I like that. I like that. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very
So
much.
you,
Thank you very much.
Thank you for everything you do as well.
Yeah.
Take care.
We'll get to that.
I'm going home now.
You've had a great trip.
That
was massive. That was massive. That was huge.
It was absolutely massive for him to come out and talk to us.
And he said he watches, follows AFTV.
Follows AFTV.
And
and loves me, and even though I'm critical.
He said you're critical, but you said it's truth. But
he says I said the truth, you know.
I've just seen on our friends as well, his Frimpon as well.
Jeez! What an incredible day. What an incredible day. That is incredible, wasn't it?
Without breakfast, it's still been a great holiday though.
I failed to ask him that.
He definitely.
After meeting Edu on Wednesday, he told me I'm not allowed to give out no more secrets because he had a go.
Is that right?
Yeah, on camera he said, "No, stop giving out my secrets." You know what I mean? That's what he actually said to me. In a joking way, of course. Like, so, massive season for Mr. Edu and Mr. Arteta and all that. Like, you know? And if I do bump into Mr. Edu and I've not got what I've wanted, I'm coming for him. He will be buying lunch, not me. I don't think Edo has anything to do with the goalkeepers.
Disclaimer, you're going to add that to every...
I'm just saying. What a great day.
What a day that was in Nuremberg, and just the relationship.
Do you know what you just said saying on there? Like, you said, like, have you enjoyed this holiday? And it, you know, it was work, but that's how it was. That's how it felt, like, you know. And when we went to Nuremberg, like, that was our first trips, like, you know, from doing what we're doing. So there was a bit of pressure on us.
Oh, not even a bit, by the way.
Yeah,
there was a lot
of pressure, from inside. Not nasty, pretty but like they actually like one of Robbie's lines was when he put on a message, you're not going there for an holiday. Yeah, you got to deliver.
Yeah, and obviously we kept mentioning about breakfast. If you heard the comment in one of those clips, because we didn't have breakfast, and we're taking the piss a little bit. Yeah, but we didn't get breakfast on the booking at the hotel. But he was like, again, he kept saying it's not a holiday. You're not going there to enjoy. You got to, you're
pressure. We get breakfast now because I'm make sure that we do. Like, I mean, I'll push that now. But
we delivered. So
but then so anyway, when that came out. Got big up to Patrick there because he took us around and we would have never known where the hotel was.
Nothing.
For us. So we actually went round to the hotel. We just thought we'd just have a little look around and all that, didn't we? Like, and we see Edu and we said, oh, there's Edu there. And I'll never forget this. So that he just went, wait there. Yeah. And we took.
Yeah, I know you were like.
I said, he's telling us to wait there. I was
like, are you sure you were fucking? You're like, mate, he's
gonna come out, and he come out, and well, now forget about him being CEO of Arsenal and whatever that. He was an invincible player back in the day and a fantastic. And I like. He was one of my favourite sort of unsung heroes, if you like, as a footballer. So forget about what he was doing with Arsenal then. It was like. Meeting one of the players that's a legend of the football club, anyone that has played for the Arsenal. But for him to come out wanting to meet us and hello Lee, hello Cecil, and we had that, and then he said like, you do the little bit on camera, which he did, but off camera, he was talking. It was incredible.
It's amazing.
And what I always look about that, I have to pinch myself sometimes, you know what I mean? I feel very, very lucky to be in the position that I am, and thank you for everybody that follows me and supports me and everything like that. But that is such a special thing for me, is to be able to meet these players, ex-players and players that are playing and they know you and respect what you do. And even though I'm critical of Arsenal, and I think I'm very critical, but also I praise as well. Like, but for him to come out and say, I listen to what you say, engage how he feels a fan, because he feels like I'm a good person to gauge things off of. Was very humbling. And
it's an amazing thing. And do you know what? All the niceties, and people probably sitting here watching the screen thinking, oh, this is really nice. Declan Rice, just quickly, Edu, listen. What a great man, and these moments I will never forget. I'll take to my grave. But there is pressure on these people, and he said, not me, we. And I have to go to you now, Lee, and say, look, right now in the summer window, transfer window, this team does need to improve. There is pressure on him, and will there be a react? Because we've done the bad play into camera of it wasn't Edu's fault, but realistically nowadays this is where this is his role. So him and the club got to get this right.
Yeah, it's not just on him, but he's the face of it.
Yeah, he's sporting CEO now. He's sporting director. Yeah.
So and listen, he's got he's had a fantastic life as a footballer and the job that he's done now. But with that comes pressure. With that comes expectations, and he has to deliver.
Yeah.
Listen, we know. Full well, he's aware of that. He knows what the football club's about. He knows that the fan base are, I wouldn't say fragile, but like, are on.
They're in limbo right now when it comes to like how they're.
Exactly. We've had a few years of real bad stuff going on at the Arsenal. Like after we've tasted glory. We know what it's like. You know what I mean? Like, so it's once you then don't have it for a long while. You're chomping at the bit. Like, he realises that, look, listen, he's done fantastically well to get all the young players signed up, but he has got to now a big signing.
Yeah,
I mean that, and I would say that to him. I'm not being horrible when I say that. If I got to speak to him now and the Declan Rice one falls through, I would say to him, you're under the pump now, because us fans are not going to, and I'm not happy about what the situation. When you're asking a fan like me, like you, like all the people out there and everything like that, to spend your money on season tickets, shirts, everything like that. Now, I have to give up certain things to get my season ticket and everything like that, you know, certain privileges and whatever, like, do you know what I mean? Like, to make sure that I've got my season ticket, my travelling away from home and everything like that, that comes first. You know what I mean? So, you know, when you're asking a fan to give up,
that's a good section of your life,
and also spending your money, hard-earned money, and you're not getting it back. You know, like, so for instance, like you're being told, right, yeah, you're going to spend the most expensive money on a season ticket, the most expensive money on a shirt, which sometimes people, kids and families can't afford.
Right.
And then you got the club turning around and skinflinting over a deal and all that. That is where the hostility comes. And I'm pretty sure he'll be aware of that.
He'll be aware of it, and if not, we'll make it known. I'll tell you that.
Unbelievable. The one thing is, the messages I'm getting at the moment. Can you have a word with your mate Edu?
Same.
Listen, he's not my mate. I'd love him to be my mate. You know what I mean? Like, but you know, if I ever bump into him, he's always we'll have a chat and everything like that. But you know, when I'm invited to one of his barbecues, then I will class myself as a mate.
Yeah, and do you know what I do? Yeah, if you're watching, two invites, please. Two invites. But yeah, no, there's pressure on him, and I'm sure he's aware, and it will be known. Last clip before we end this video. Sorry, I want to play you this one. Yeah, this was at before the start of last season.
And I honestly think that Arsenal are 2 players away now from really doing some bits.
Yeah, what bits? What? I like the way you hesitated. You go,
I'm going to say, no, I'm not going to.
And then he was all of a sudden,
I'm not frightened to say it. I don't think we're going to win the league, but I think if we was to bring in another 2 players, I think we could challenge. We'd give it a go.
Interesting.
Ultimately, I do think that we could challenge. Now, if we do challenge, that means we're in a good position to be in the top 4, and that's the way it fits.
Comedy gold. They never learn. What's Lee talking about? All the comments running there. That was before the start of last season.
Yeah.
And I wanted to end on that to give you your props. When you said that, I saw you look quite confused when it first started. I don't know if you remember saying that, but
yeah, I do, because I actually I'd done a show on a thing in front of an audience. I'd just come back from America.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right, and I'd seen what I'd seen in America.
Yeah, which was a big telling sign.
And at the end of the show, they just went round. There was a Man City fan there, Manchester United fan, Chelsea fan, Tottenham fan. They going, where do you think you're going to finish? Liverpool fan. And they come round to me and they said, where do you think you finished? And I said, 2nd. And they all laughed at me.
They all laughed at me, but who's laughing now?
and I said, like, well, you haven't seen what I've seen. And that was, I've seen a Saliba. I see a Jesus playing there and things like that. And so when that come out, that as you can see, like it says 26th of the 7th, 22.
Yeah.
That was before the season started. I did say that we would challenge. And that's the frustration a little bit now, is that I see that if we could get the midfield sorted out, I do think that we could go on and challenge and possibly win it.
Yeah.
You know, but one thing I will say is, and I know people are giving Edu a lot of criticism, all that. When we was in Nuremberg, he actually did say that as well. He said, "Trust me. When you see this team, this is you're gonna be impressed." Yeah. And I did think that we would, with what I see, that we would challenge. Listen, people are always, one of the good things about this job and one of the bad things about this job that we do now is that you put yourself up for it. Yeah. Like, you know, if you're in the pub, you can turn around and say Arsenal are going to win the league, and everything. No one's going to. Whatever you say, it's up there, and it's up there for the duration. Like, you know, whether you think like Mikel is a good manager or not, and everything like that. Football is about opinions, and it changes. You know what I mean? Like 2 years ago, I was Arsenal opinion about Mikel Arteta. My opinion has completely changed now for what he's done, and that's what football can do.
It's part of being a fan as well.
Part of being a fan, but I do see something special with this team.
Yeah,
I really do, and I think it's going to frustrate me if we don't do the right things in this window, because I think we've put ourselves in a position to be the challengers for Manchester City over the next 4 or 5 years with the players that we've got. But we've got to invest heavily in the next window, which is this one, and maybe not so much in the next ones, because we've got some good young players. We've got exciting young players. You know, if I look at our front three, They're exciting. They're under 25. All you know, if you go on that, look what Saka done in England at Nationals the other week. Like midfield's got some exciting players. Saliba, 21 years of age, is fantastic. Aaron Ramsdale in goal, 23, 24, I think he is now. That's nowhere near the prime for a goalkeeper. So all young players that can go 4 or 5 years together as a group.
Young manager as well.
Young manager as well. So I do think it is exciting times at Arsenal. And with those exciting times and with what happened last season, and I'll be really honest with you, success breeds pressure.
Yeah.
The pressure now has gone up on Mikel Arteta and it's gone up on Edu. You know what I mean?
There's always pressure being involved with Arsenal Football Club anyway, but I think you're right. I think it ramps up now that you've got them back into Champions League. And yeah, we want to challenge again. We just missed out last season. I do want to ask you, Lee, because we are coming to the end, just quickly, your thoughts, and it's earlier, we're going to revisit this probably after pre-season, because I think pre-season is such a big indication, but what do you think Arsenal will do next season, just quickly on a summary, or is it really hard for you to decide, because obviously you haven't seen any signings, but where do you think we're going to be up there challenge again? Do you think we'll do all right in the Champions League, or do you think there's a trophy minimum? Where are you at right now at this stage?
I don't think you can guarantee a trophy.
Okay.
I don't think you can, because if you're going for the two big ones, which is what we're going to be going for, Champions League and Premier League, going to be very, very tough, you know. But I do think that we are slightly behind Manchester City.
Okay.
That's been proved, but I think we're ahead of every other team in the Premier League. Now, if a Manchester United or a Liverpool, dare I say it, Chelsea, get above us next season, I will look at that as a failure because of the position that we put ourselves in and the performances of last season. So I will look at it and go, right, well, that's a failure. So I do expect Arsenal to challenge next season. I do expect us to see us in second place. At the worst. At the worst.
Okay, well, that's it for this AFTV Reacts with Lee Judges. Let us know in the comments if you enjoyed it and any clips we've missed, because we can do a part 2. And also, in your comment, please let me know who you want to see next. Julian is messaging me galore with clips of himself wanting to come.
He'd love this show because it's all about him. It'd be about him, like, you know what I mean? So.
He's been messaging me all week. So let me know who you'd like to see, and we'll see if we can get him involved and get him straight on, and we can appease you guys. Like the video if you like the video, and thank you for watching. I'll see you again very soon. Peace.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.